Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my review of the Huddersfield versus Chelsea game. And we won the game 3-1 and I'm very happy with it. I mean, obviously the main thing is the win and we did get that at a very difficult ground to go. So, I'm very happy. But getting straight into the review, starting off with the lineup, and it was, like I predicted, a 3-4-3. Not the exact same players I predicted, but at least the formation. So it was Courtois in goal, Cesar Spilicueta, Andreas Christensen and Antonio Rudiger as the three centre-backs, Marcos Alonso and Victor Moses the two wing-backs. The two central midfielders then were N'Golo Kante and Timu Bakayoko, with Cesc Fabregas being rested and being on the bench. And then it was an interchanging front three between Pedro, Willian and Hazard. Morata didn't even travel to Huddersfield as he is suffering from a minor back injury and is tired, according to Antonio Conte. He told that to the written press after the broadcaster press conference yesterday. Like I told you, during the broadcaster press conference, no one asked about team news. So, none of us had an idea until well after my preview actually went up. But yeah, Morata, he stayed in London but should be fine for the game on the weekend against Southampton. And to be honest, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Batshuayi. Like, even when Morata isn't playing, I get that Hazard has done really well already this season, playing as that number 9 or false number 9, however you want to name it. But I think Batshuayi needs games as well, because if he doesn't get minutes, he will leave and he will want to leave, if not in January. And knowing our board will bottle signing a replacement, when we actually need to add to Morata and Michy Batshuayi, because we need 3 strikers in my opinion, desperately. We can't lose one. Give the guy some minutes and don't just put him on in the 70th minute or whatever, it happened today. So, the guy needs some minutes. I know he isn't the best player, especially when he starts games, but our squad isn't big enough and strong enough to just not play players that want to play and risk, them wanting to leave. We're not in a situation to do that at the moment. So, I'm not the biggest fan of that. But getting straight into the game, and at the beginning, not having a physical presence up front seemed to be a bit of a problem. Huddersfield did sit very deep. We had a lot of the ball, but they shut down the middle completely and made us go out wide and start, crossing the ball in. And with Hazard as the striker, that wasn't exactly successful. But also the crosses that were put in were very poor crosses. We could have had the strongest and tallest player in there in the beginning, and even he wouldn't have won any of those balls or got to any of those balls because the crosses were just very poor. Neither team created anything really in the first 20 minutes. Pedro actually scored, to be fair, but he was well offside and was therefore correctly disallowed. Then in the 23rd minute, Timu Bakayoko, good old Timu Bakayoko, made it 1-0. The keeper slipped when he tried to play the ball long. Moses then won the header from the long ball by the keeper, headed it to Hazard, who backheeled straight into the path of Willian, who played it to Bakayoko, made a very good run on the left hand side and slotted in with a very good chipped finish from a tight angle in the far corner. Obviously it started with a mistake or, with a bit being unlucky with the keeper slipping. But then very good football and a very good finish. And, of course, I never doubted Bakayoko. I mean, unbelievable player. No, I'm joking. But he just must have had a Carabao or two before the game because he was playing football and not sleeping today. So I was very happy with that. And to be honest, the game didn't change much after the goal. Huddersfield didn't just start going, after that goal now. Same thing really happening. Huddersfield still sitting very deep, only having short spells of possession, but never getting dangerous. And we couldn't get through their defensive block properly either, trying to play it through with some nice football, a back heel by Hazard here and there, and just about didn't get that last pass completed to create a proper chance. It took us until the 40th minute to create a second real chance when Bakayoko put a header after a Willian free kick just wide of the far post, but just a few minutes later in the 43rd minute, Willian did make it 2-0. This time, a cross by Alonso actually found the man in the middle in Willian as he headed the ball in from very close range, just inside the 6-yard box, I think. Great crossfield ball by Spilicueta to Alonso, who played a good cross with his second touch, so, can't complain about that at all. Willian lost this man, not a greatest piece of defending, you have to admit, but would obviously take it. Willian did well to lose his man. Good to get that second goal before half-time. Then in the 45th, still before half-time, Pedro with a massive chance to make it 3. Played through on goal by Eden Hazard, was 1-on-1 with the keeper, but Pedro took a little bit too long to get his shot away. The keeper came out very quickly, and Pedro then couldn't get the ball past the keeper. But that was then half-time, obviously at 2-0. A very good half, a lot of the ball with 66% possession, but not many chances. We didn't create many chances. Only the last few minutes of the first half we created a few. But we played well, kept Huddersfield from creating anything really, and controlled the game, shown by very good passing stats in the first half with a completion rate of 93%. And getting straight into the second half, and in the 50th minute already we made it 3-0, and this time Pedro did take his chance. Another good cross by Alonso to Willian, who was again in and around the 6-yard box. Didn't have a great first touch actually. After his first touch, the ball bounced against the Huddersfield defender, but Willian won the ball back straight away, fair play to him, and then then he laid it back to Pedro, who was basically waiting for the pass and the ball about 15 yards from goal, and smashed it in with a quality first time finish into the top right corner. And then after that, we were just passing it around for, the time being, basically just waiting for some space and a chance to open up. Then in the 61st minute, Huddersfield had their first good chance when they got through our backline. Courtois steaming out, deflected the shot, and then Christensen headed the airborne ball away from danger. In the 68th minute, Pedro really should have made it 4-0. The guy missed two big chances today, to be fair. Bakayoko crossed the ball into Hazard's feet, who backheeled it first time to Pedro, who was standing around the penalty spot but put his effort wide sadly. Then, we started to, make a few substitutions. In the 69th, Hazard came off for Batshuayi. In the 71st, Drinkwater came on for N'Golo Kante. And then in the 79th minute, Ethan Ampadu, obviously the Welsh youngster, the 17-year-old Welsh youngster, made his Premier League debut, replacing Andreas Christensen, and Ampadu actually slotted into the central centre-back spot. If you didn't know, Ampadu can play both in centre of midfield and also as a centre-back. And since that last Pedro chance, basically nothing happened in that game. Wasn't really much going on. We passed it around, couldn't create any real chances. It looked like we switched into cruise control, basically. And that bit us in the arse a little bit later on in the game, because in the 91st minute, Courtois made an unbelievable save to keep the clean sheet for the time being. But a minute later, Courtois couldn't keep it out anymore when De Poitre, I'm not quite sure on his pronunciation, headed the ball into the far corner. Very good cross, a good run, a good header. Very difficult to defend against because Poitre is a strong, tall striker, so it is difficult to defend against once he starts running. Good header and unsavable for the keeper. But yeah, that was then full time at 3-1. Very solid and good win with a good performance. But we have to be honest and say Huddersfield didn't really challenge us a lot. The 2 goals before half time basically put the game to bed already. Could have scored 1 or 2 more goals in that game, but we did win 3-1 away from home at the place. Manchester United got beat and Manchester City were taken to the wire as well. So I can't really complain at all. But obviously throwing the clean sheet away in the last minute is always slightly annoying, but at the end of the day, all that matters is the 3 points. And talking about the team, I was very happy with basically everyone today, especially Willian. I mean, he got 2 assists and scored a goal. Can't complain with that at all. Hazard had a good day. They all looked like they enjoyed their football. Hazard with a lot of his cheeky back heels and good turns and stuff, as he does. Bakayoko had a good game as well, fair play to him, and defence wasn't really challenged a lot, to be honest. Alonso, I wasn't too fond of until he assisted at Willian goal. Was better in the second half. It was just a good performance, a good away performance, a 3-1 win at a difficult ground to go to, so I really can't complain at all. But yeah, that's it from me. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Who was your man of the match? I kind of have to say you've got to give it to Willian. 2 assists, 1 goal. Can't really do much more when you win 3-1. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to check out my social media, which is Loud1507 on both Instagram and Twitter, as you can see over here. I'd massively appreciate it if you could follow me there. Also, don't forget to subscribe to 100% Chelsea. You can just click that button up there and you can subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell button down below as well so you get notifications whenever we do upload videos. Thank you guys for watching. Now on to Southampton on Saturday and hopefully another 3 points. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.